What's going on, guys? First thing I want to say is, let's be real. Did we really think the Wizards was going to go to Dallas and beat the Mavericks? When's the last time that's happened? I don't even remember the last time that's happened. It feels like it's been forever ago since we beat the the Mavericks, even in Washington. I don't know. The Wizards just can't beat the Mavericks at all. Wizards lose. I thought it was going to be a blowout, but they fought back. Played some defense in the second half. But all in all, they still lost the game. And I got a couple gripes to talk about. One, Scott Brooks. The guy just gets on my nerves. I'm sorry. He kind of gets on my nerves. His lineups, his rotations, I don't get them. I really don't get him. So let's start off with the starting lineup. So the Mavericks started Doncic, Wesley Matthews, Harrison Barnes, DeAndre Jordan, and Dennis Smith Jr. So that's basically kind of a small lineup with a center. I would adjust but I'm not the coach. I would adjust and start Kelly Oubre ahead of Markieff Morris. You know, you see other coaches do it. You see the Raptors with Ibaka and Valanciunas. Sometimes Ibaka starts at the 5. You know, same with Horford. Sometimes Horford starts at the 4. Sometimes he starts at the 5, depending on matchups. This would be a good game for Kelly Oubre to start at the 3 and move Otto down to the 4 to play Harrison Barnes. It just made sense matchup-wise. This wasn't a good matchup for Markieff Morris, and he didn't really have a good game today anyway. Yeah, I think he ended up with 5 fouls, but he just didn't have a good game at the end of the day, period. Defensively, they struggled. The first half, I thought Mavericks was about to score 140 points. They were shooting open threes. The Wizards couldn't stop them at all. I mean, I think they had about 70 points at halftime. That's crazy. It was just bad, man. My issue is, I'm going back to Scott Brooks. The Wizards started making a comeback and started playing better defense when they had the lineup of Wall, Bill, Porter, Oubre, Howard in the game. And I think this is one of the first times we've seen that lineup. Why isn't that lineup used more? And also my issue with Scott Brooks. He used the no bench lineup again. When the Wizards were already losing. I don't understand that. The Wizards are losing, so why do you play all bench? You act as if they just played the Knicks yesterday. This isn't a back-to-back. Why are you playing all bench where your team is losing, but you stagger against the Knicks? That makes no sense to me. Maybe it makes sense to you guys, but it does not make sense to me. Getting back to Kelly Oubre. This is another issue I have with Brooks. He takes Kelly Oubre out. And Bradley Beal comes in for him. My issue is, why not take Austin Rivers out when Brad comes in and keep Kelly in the game? Kelly, even though he wasn't good offensively, well, shooting-wise, he had that dunk when they were coming back. He still brings energy on the defensive and offensive end. And I don't know why Brooks just loves to have Austin Rivers in the game, late game. He just loves it. I mean, Austin Rivers plays defense. You know, I'll give him that. It's not like he just out there slouching on defense too and just a liability. I mean, Austin Rivers is playing good defense, but still, I think you play Kelly Oubre over Austin Rivers, but Scott Brooks doesn't think so. Once again, he's the coach, not me. He's the coach for a reason, I guess. But then Austin Rivers comes out and you put Markieff Morris in the game. Why? What's the purpose of putting him back in the game? He's been on the bench the whole fourth quarter. You might as well keep him there. It doesn't make sense. And then, from the Wizards being down so much, John Wall played the whole second half, played over 40 minutes. It's just they, as a team, have to play better defensively like they played in the second half. They have to be consistent with their defensive effort, man. is crazy to me. But hey man, 2-8, I believe. To the next game. I'm mad at this as well. Kelly Oubre should be starting over Markieff Morris. I mean, I'm sorry, but it'll just be better defensively. And offensively, Keith really don't make that big of a difference. So Kelly Oubre should be starting over Markieff Morris. Satoransky, somebody can play over him. I know Wizards fans kind of have a thing for him, but I'm sorry, he doesn't affect anything. I don't know why people want him to get so many minutes. What does he do? Can he break somebody down off the dribble? Can he, like, is anybody on the court afraid of him? Is he a deadly post-up player? Is he a deadly three-point shooter? I'm not understanding what is his calling card? What is he known for? Besides that little span of the Wizards going on a win streak last year. I'm sorry, I just don't see it. Maybe it's just me, but I don't see it. But those are two things that also need to, be fixed. But Scott Brooks is not going to do that because Scott Brooks isn't that type of coach. Now, it wasn't all on Scott Brooks. The Wizards was missing a lot of open shots as well. That's not on coaching. That's on player. The bad defense in the first half, that's on players. But stuff like substitutions, all bench lineups, who should be playing, adjusting the starting five, that's on Brooks. And Brooks will never, ever touch his starting five unless it's an injury. He can make threats. He made threats last year, never changed the lineup. Scott Brooks will never change the lineup. Ever. He won't. And you guys want to know something that's funny? The beginning of last year when Markieff Morris was hurt and the starting lineup was Wall, Bill, Oubre, Porter, Gortat, the Wizards were playing pretty good basketball. That lineup works, and that can be a starting lineup. There isn't a lot of teams with like serious guys where you can't play a auto putter at the 4 position. You can play him at the 4 position. You can make that work. This ain't 1990s. You don't got a huge power forward and a huge center no more. You can make that lineup work. And I promise you the Wizards will be a better team if it happened, but it won't happen. And that's on the coach. And we all know this.
Georgie.